Hello everyone, this will be the review of game The World is Your Weapon, and the key was provided by developer. I had to do it in window, not normally, because the game is not seen as an application, so you have to excuse me for checking the recording. I don't trust OBS in such cases. And this is actually a very interesting game. It's done in RPG Maker, but it has completely different mechanic than typical RPG Maker game. So it caught my interest and actually finished the entire game. It's around 6 hours, but you can still play a bit more if you want to do all the achievements, in-game achievements, because there is no Steam achievements. If you want to get all the endings and if you want to grind a little bit more, that's what I'm doing now. And there is also some additional optional dungeons that you can do. So the concept of the game is very strange. I have to show it to you. We are this girl in a small town, and she's basically selling weapons. The thing is that in this game, I will show you maybe outside, anything can be a weapon. So you can, let's say, take a house and use house as a weapon. You can equip the house and smack enemies with a house. Right? What was the button for it? Enter? Yeah, that's how I do it. But there needs to be an enemy. It's kind of turn-based. If you move, they move, so you can make the move slowly. You can change weapons if you want to. And, well, you can also take another house, another piece of it. Alright, I'm gonna maybe switch to something else because I want to test a couple of weapons when we edit. Also, you can sell weapons, right? So, for instance, here I'm selling different items, and you can, as you will probably see in a moment, you can get a lot of money and a lot of experience. So, you can basically get experience by just collecting stuff. By the way, the stuff respawns, and you can make money and you can make levels this way very easily, almost idling the game. You can just pick up, let's say, this, right? Store 2 wooden boxes, then put them on display, and where is it? Select, and there we go. Right? It's gonna sell in real time even when the game is off. Let me just check the recording. Yeah, it seems to be going okay. So I don't want to spoil the story because it's just around 6 hours of main story. I don't want to spoil it, but I enjoyed the story. I definitely enjoyed the mechanics more because there was very original. But the story was also okay, kinda, well, typical stuff that you can expect, some emotional things and a little bit of magic, and, you know, characters with issues. I'm not gonna break it down completely because there will be no point to play the game for the story if you know the story. But generally speaking, you are this merchant who uses everything she can find. Like, we can take this tree, right, the group of trees, and use them. I'm not gonna use them. I'm gonna use something I didn't use. For instance, poop. Let's use poop as a weapon. I'll have to find an enemy. By the way, there's also a small upgrade system, not much of it, but you can upgrade especially the selling of your items, and you can also get 3 stats for your character. It's damage from every weapon, HP, and the chance of not using the durability of your weapon, and at the same time the chance to dodge the attack. So basically there's only 3 stats. The whole leveling is based on 3 stats. So this is a rooster or a bird. Let's hit it with poop. As you can see, poop does a lot of things. It can make their attack go down, their defense go down, and stamina. I'm not sure why stamina, what does it do with them? I'm not sure what is stamina. Well, just missing. Right, we made it. I can heal with a herb very quickly. The UI is very good, I must say. Everything is written down, what buttons it uses. You can heal with one button, you can change weapon with one button. There is also this sort of screen. There is armory with stuff that you don't currently use. There is also inventory with the stuff that you have on you. Armor is bigger, by the way. I think it has 128 slots top. Then there is the gallery, which you can fill for, well, for achievement. And you can just keep collecting a variety of weapons here. I think this one is something I know that exists, but I didn't use it. Right, so then you get full information at some point. So yeah, tons and tons of weapons in the gallery. There's like 300 weapons. Everything is a weapon. You know, poisonous swamp is a weapon. Well is a weapon. Stone monument is a weapon. Every asset is in the game. Almost every asset is a weapon theoretically. What else do we have? We have log, very detailed, right? We know what's going on, what we kill, and how much damage we do, and so on. There is a map, very basic. That's the whole stuff that you have, right? The map. And we can return home with one button, so this is like town portal. We have rudimentary settings, right? Fast battle tempo, autosave, which is nice, and yeah, voice is of course kinda low because I was grinding it for hours, so I wanted the voice to be low. And here is the save. So as you can see, it's around 6 hours. I will just save on the next one. I'll just save in a loop, and I will just maybe test a couple of weapons. Then nothing endgame, there's just some stuff I randomly picked up. Oh, I can't. Yeah, okay, now I can. Alright, so let's test the house. Let's, well, let's hit the horse with house. And there we go, that horse. So we could say this is a game about a very strong female character who uses houses as weapons. Well, why not? Okay, let's check something else. This is a statue. Well, let's hit something with a statue. Can we pick up the field? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, it's a house. Looks like a field because of the straw. Yeah, we're just gonna store it and sell it. What about this? A map. Sure, why not? Let's hit it with a map. Map. What does the map do? I don't know. Probably nothing. Oh yeah. It can confuse. The map can be confusing. There is some rudimentary logic in it. Very strange, but there is some. I can't switch weapon. Just have to move around a bit. Then we switch. Oh, I picked up road. Oh, okay. There was the wrong button, so I'm gonna go F, and let's go with this statue. I need more enemies, I guess. I will probably die. Yeah, this is just damage. Yeah, I can still heal. You can also resurrect with 5 herbs, so even if you screw up, you have herbs, you can heal. You can resurrect and try again. If you die, you lose a little bit of gold, so aside from that, there is little penalty for losing. Let's hit something with a church. Let's see if church is better. You can also do this. You can turn around like this with shift, and you can see the area of effect of a weapon. So that's very convenient. Yeah, it does something. What does it do? I forgot already. Something with status effects. Yeah, reset status buffs. Okay, let's hit them with flower vase. Alright, maybe one attack per... Okay, attack down. Alright. Flowers make them less aggressive, sort of. What about this one? Enfeeble. Okay. Not sure what Enfeeble does, but it can enfeeble them. Right, herb. Few more. Left facing goddess. I don't know if there is a good one. Like a good statue to use as a weapon. And yeah, this one was stronger. Kinda. Maybe it was a crit or something. I don't know. I'm not sure if you even can crit. Okay, let's go with church table. Because I kinda looted the church. I can actually pick up those shrooms. I'm not sure if I was using shrooms. Probably not. I'm gonna test them later. Actually, I might even play more of this game. I'm just kinda curious about all the weapons. I might even collect them. Right, this is actually powerful. This can make them vulnerable to elements. So you could theoretically switch weapons and make a sort of a combo. It's very interesting. Not that the enemies usually need it, because you can just grind to the point where you are quite powerful. Then you don't need to be try hard. But you can also try to beat enemies on lower level with a combo. This just does damage. Also, it's worth quite a lot. Some items are worth much more, so you can also... Oh, I actually picked an enemy. Yes, because you can also pick enemies. I forgot about it. And yeah, if you can make it through the area, you can just pick up, let's say, a tree and keep going, right? Another tree is in our way. we just take it and make our way through the forest, picking up trees as we go. Alright. They will respawn when they are sold. I think that's the mechanic, so you can eventually get it back and do it all over again. Right, I'm kind of finishing here, just a couple more. A few more, right, let's check this house. I wonder if my personal house is better than other stuff. Probably not so much, no, it's just damage. You know, if you're desperate at the very beginning, you can just pick up your own house and use it. Okay, 2 more only, right? So we have this flowered ticket. I'm gonna heal. Smack another enemy. By the way, there is dungeons with puzzles, but I think there is just 4 or 5 of them. I think there's basically 4 with puzzles and a total of 5. And then we also have some sort of... Oh, this one is actually doing something else. It's going to distribute your points. Not that I want to, but you can. Right, there's some NPCs who can do additional things, like hint you about finding all weapons or giving you a quest. Right, I'm gonna use the last item, and I'm gonna also use special attack. You have a couple of special attacks as well. So we can do the spin attack and hit them both with a barrel. Right. Okay, so the loop is like this. You do what I was doing, then you go back to house and you cash in on all the stuff that you put on display. Should be now, yep, it's available. Alright, so you just cash in everything, get a lot of experience. We get some armor stones, which are used to upgrade weapons. We can upgrade weapons permanently. I think they break if they lose all the durability, so you have to be careful about it, but you can do it. Now we can basically put everything here on display again. You can sell the poop. And descriptions are kind of funny on some items. Right, and this is gonna sell. We're gonna get a lot of money and experience just like that, very easily. You can just sell everything that you picked up and then do it all over again. Maybe go for some dungeon, maybe level up, idle a bit, just keep picking up whatever. You can also put items directly from your armory. For instance, I'm gonna now put those generic trees on sale, like this. And then, by the way, this is fully upgraded, right? So it's kind of fast at the end, but you can sort of start with basics and then slowly build up to bigger power and more efficiency. So at this point, this is quite efficient. You can just, you know, sell whatever very quickly with big boost to your money every time. Every couple of minutes, you can just make tons and tons of money. And there is also a guy who can make, by the way, I can pick up the door as well, because it's kind of annoying. Now let's pick it up. Let's store the door and let's use this. Can I use this? This badge of... Yeah, of course I can. Use a walkway, why not? And there is also a guy who can make stuff that we found. I think this stuff that we found, or all this stuff that we tested. So we can make all kinds of stuff. I'm not sure why there is numbers here. I'm not sure exactly what does it mean that you can only make 3 and then what? Is it stuck after you have 3? I have no idea. But you're gonna say make the same trees and sell them with profit. So you can just go like this, right? You make some stuff and then you sell it. So you make very quick, straight profit out of it. You just have to leave the game like this and it's gonna slowly sell the stuff and you will be profiting and leveling up. So again, I can save, and that's the gaming loop pretty much, right? I actually am further with the gallery, right? I think I'm further, right? I'm 4% further because I tested like 10 weapons or more. Okay guys, so that's the game, that's the gaming loop. Quite fun, I must say, because this is so original and so interesting and so different than any other RPG Maker game. I'm gonna give it an 8, because this is something really unique. I never seen something like this, and actually it's one idea to make every asset a pickable object and give it a variety of stats. Actually, this game has 300 weapons to use, and they have different stats. Well, usually it's just damage, but sometimes they have also additional effects. So this is very interesting. Not very long game. It's around 5 to 6, probably around 6 hours, you can say, to beat the story, and then you can play more to complete everything, get all possible weapons in the entire world, pick up every object, and probably grind to level cap if there is a level cap, and do some sort of roguelike dungeons. They have a bit different rules. Sometimes you can use all the weapons. You have to go through waves or waves of enemies or rooms, and then you go to next room and eventually beat it if you well, if you just are able to do it, if you have enough levels, if you have bonus to damage so that you can pick up anything and make it effective. Maybe you also need full amount of herbs, so 20, and probably a high HP to make sure that you not get nuked by some magic spell. It could be more complex, especially in character progression and stats, because there is very little stats. It's basically just damage and HP, so just two numbers. It could be more, could be some more perks, some elemental resistance and stuff like that, maybe a perk tree for upgrades and customization. But overall, it was very pleasant experience. So I can highly recommend this game. If you hate RPG Maker games, and I do, this is different. This is not like a typical RPG Maker game, clearly. This is something else. So you have different combat style. The mechanic is something I've never seen before. And it's very nice and neat package. You just want to grind it for a couple more hours and beat it and go through all the dungeons and beat the bosses and just see the end of the story. Maybe even progress to 100% completion. So it could be inflated to longer period of time. I'm not deinstalling it actually. I'm probably gonna grind it when I'm doing something, even when I'm gonna put some videos on when they are uploading. Usually it takes twice as long. So if I'm recording for 20 minutes, it's 40 minutes of uploading. Usually it slows down my internet a lot. So this is one of the games I can use while it's going on. I can just grind it slowly and get to higher level and basically be even more satisfied with it. So very nice little game. Works on a toaster probably. It's completely different and original, unique approach to RPG Maker engine. So that's very good. And yeah, I can recommend it. It's not that cheap actually. It's like probably $7.50. And yeah, it's only 6 hours, but you can play more. You can inflate it to probably like 20 hours or 15 hours before you do everything. So you will beat the story, but you won't have full completion. You won't be able to find all the weapons and beat all the optional dungeons. So yeah, it could be longer. But if you just want to play it for the story, yes, it's around 6 hours. So it could be a bit expensive, but very unique, and I can highly recommend it. So that was The World Is Your Weapon game. 8 out of 10 for an RPG Maker title. That's very rare. This is probably one of the very few RPG Maker games that I liked at all. And I'm gonna see you in the next review, hopefully also with a fun and recommendable game. See you guys next time.